Hello guys, welcome to the motoring channel. I hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to talk about few essential things to keep in your mind while riding in the night. First of all, let me tell you, it is not at all advisable to ride a motorcycle in the night. It's dangerous, believe me. But now, today that I have found myself riding a motorcycle in the night, because sometimes you have to, have to go somewhere, and so this was the time to leave, so I left. I thought, why not make a video on things to keep in mind while riding a motorcycle in the night. Most important thing, not advisable. Avoid if you can. If you can avoid riding a motorcycle in the night, it's gonna be good. Because the probability of finding yourself, in a bad situation is higher in the night once it gets dark. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Don't give your odds a chance, is what I mean here. Now coming to the essential things that you should keep in your mind. If you are riding a motorcycle in the night, make sure that all the electricals, your headlight, tail light and all your indicators are working fine. If they are not working fine, get it fixed as soon as possible. Now, maintain a lane whenever you are riding in the night. Avoid overtakes, maintain the lane, and speed limit is what you have to adhere a lot. Now in this case, the speed limit here is 80. That doesn't mean that I should do 80. This motorcycle can do 120, but in the night it's a very, very bad decision to ride over the speed limit. What I recommend you is keep 20% your speed 20% down the line to the speed limit. In this case, it's 80 km per hour. So what I prefer here is go 60, 70, and while overtaking, maybe 75 feet. Okay? Yeah. Next point. Always keep in mind what other people are trying to do. Always keep attention. Always understand other drivers, participants on the highways also. For example, this huge truck in front of me doesn't have tail lights, nothing overloaded. But I have to keep this in mind, even though they don't follow the rules, that the driver has too many blind spots. And it's not his mistakes also if you end up in that situation with him. Remember that big vehicles, they have blind spots. Don't stay behind them for a long time. Don't stay beside them. Keep safe distance is what I mean here. Always. For example, here, if I come suddenly in front of him, he's gonna get shocked, and because he has too many blind spots, especially the big trucks, they can't see around much. So you have to give them their space. And because driving a truck is not that easy, so you have to respect their space. Even though they are not following the rule, they are not maintaining the lane, it's their issue. You must follow your rules. Simple as that. Now, in some cases, I have found myself trapped and I was scared AF. What I'm trying to say here is, when your headlight is not enough, sometimes, now in this situation, this is a highway, but when you are riding in remote roads like country roads or back roads or main roads, sometimes your light is not enough and the traffic coming from the front makes you blind completely. But sometimes what I do when I find myself in such situations if possible, I'll share a video. I had recorded one video. Few days back, I was in Dapoli, and from Dapoli, it's in Konkan, and it's a forest area. It doesn't have lights on the road, and only a single lane, state highway, what you say, or state main road, whatever you say. I found myself there, and I couldn't see anything. I was not able to see anything. What I did is, be clever, find yourself a wingman, or be a wingman is what I would say. You should judge people first. For example, I would first stay behind this car and I would judge this car, how he is driving, if he is driving responsibly or not. Once I find that particular car or a vehicle which has good lights, and that particular driver is driving the vehicle responsibly and slowly under the limit, you follow him. Keep safe distance, but you just follow him. So now what happens is, he becomes your leader. Watch out for his tail lights. Watch out whenever he is braking. Maybe there is something, a U-turn ahead, or a hairpin, or a sharp left, right. That's the reason he is braking, and you should also. But keep safe distance. At least I would advise at least 30 to 50 meters distance. Keep that distance whenever you are riding behind him. Or maybe in some cases 20 meters. This is what I used to do. Many a times I have found myself. Once I had an R15 version 2, and back in those days, I remember I was riding a lot in the nights also, and that's the reason why I tell you, or I would suggest you not to ride in the night, because my experiences are not that good. And also you skip on the scenery. So what purpose of riding a motorcycle in the first place? Until and unless you have to go somewhere urgently, or maybe you just have to make it there. Yeah. So my R15's light, version 2's light, was not that good, and I have found myself in many tricky situations where on the hills I am not able to see anything. Those were useless lights. So I used to follow like a Bolero or any Tempo who was doing 40, 50, and I used to stay behind them. This helped me a lot to cover long distances, at night. So follow them. But yeah, where were we? The roads where there are no lights, and following the leader, respecting these people's space. Don't go closer to them. In the night, there are very reckless car drivers especially. Stay away from them. Don't try to chase them. Don't try to get into any kind of situation with them. Just stay away from them. If he is honking, he is going upper dipper, get out of the lane, let him go, give him some space, and let him continue his reckless driving. In the night, it's more about ignoring irresponsible drivers and keeping your safety first. So you have to maintain a good, slow, steady pace, and you have to take it very, very, very easy. Now, when I'm talking about taking very, very easy, takes me to another point which is related to the machine. Look now how this guy just got in front of me to make an overtake, and this is gonna be a slow overtake. But they have their own tat. They have to reach somewhere. Maybe some don't like to drive slow. Let them do whatever they want to do. You should be responsible for your actions. Simple as that. Yeah. So coming to the machine, whatever machine you are riding, don't try to push the machine. Don't try to push the machine beyond its limit. Just use 60% of the potential that machine has. In my case, This is a 28 horsepower motorcycle, goes 120 easily, but still I am riding at 60 and 70 and sometimes even below 60, but on a safer side. So don't use the full potential because anything can go wrong, you know. Anything can go wrong. Your machine can seize, or maybe there is some other issues with the machine. Anything can go wrong. So just use the machine with care and be very polite to the actions. Yeah. So these are few things that you have to keep in your mind while riding in the night. Again, I will say it's not advisable. Just don't do it. Simple as that. It's very risky. Now, this guy, look, upper dipper. Where you want to go, my friend? Useless people. Ignore. Do your job. Look around. Keep eyes on your mirror. Don't allow anyone to come close. You don't go closer to anyone else. Keep safe distance in all the directions. Take it easy and stop whenever you can. Stop. Let it be after 40 kilometers, 50 kilometers. Let it be. Don't think that no, I will complete 100 kilometers and then only I will stop. No, there might be some situations that you don't even see some spots to, you know, stop when you complete 100 kilometers. In my case, it was when I was coming from Dapoli. That night was around 12 o'clock or something. I was not finding a single place to stop. It was all jungle. Stopping there didn't make any sense. I shit in my pants that day. So stop wherever you can. Never ever trust Google Maps when you are riding in the night. Whenever you want to go somewhere, just in the starting, before you start that ride, go through the map, see what roads the map is suggesting you to go from. You know, don't go for the shortcuts in the night. They are scary. Many times Google Map have sent me on some discreet, unknown and very, very scary roads just because to cut out on the distances, and there was a highway going from beside to that mountain which was adding like 20-25 kilometers more, but that was more secure road to travel on in the night. But stupid Google Map suggested me to go through the mountain, inside from the forest, through the country roads in the night, which is not advisable at all. What will you do if you find yourself into a bad situation? No one is gonna stop for you. No one. They would think that you are a ghost or you are a thief, and no one will stop for you. So avoid those inside roads. Don't trust Google Maps blindly. Do a review of the route before you start. Take highways in the night more. Don't take the country roads in the night, because country roads anyways you are not going to see any scenery in the night, and also they are very dangerous and scary. You don't know, even you might fall in hands of some thieves there. On a highway there is no chance. So remember always, don't trust Google Maps blindly. Do a review of your route before you start your journey. Yeah. So these are few things you have to remember while riding in the night. Take it easy. Alright. Yeah. I'll see you in another one. We'll talk on another topic about motoring. Till then, take care, enjoy your ride, and don't sit at home. Go out, explore. I'll see you in another one. Bye bye.